Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Doctor Who reaction. This is season 15 episode 7 Wish World, and I assume the first part of a two-part finale for this season. And there's a lot to talk about, mostly relating to my opinion that we're in a different reality, a fractured timeline, something that's not normal, not in normal space-time. And I've seen nothing so far yet that has dissuaded me from that opinion. It would explain a lot, it would contradict other things. It's hard to... Anyway, last episode we have the Rani. I don't have that much to say about the Rani. I have gone back and watched Time and the Rani and Mark of the Rani. They're not spectacular stories, and although I don't know how the Rani was developed in the Big Finish audios, nothing about the Rani's powers or motivations that I know of points me into the direction that she is responsible for all of this. She's a key player somewhere down the way for something, but not this reality thing. I don't have much to say about that. I'm just interested to see where this part of the story goes. So if we're going to say that we're in a splintered timeline, we have to start discussing where that splinter happened. And I mean, there are loads of places in Doctor Who where this could have happened, but obviously the further back you go, you have to then fit that narrative into all the episodes that follow. And if we're going to change our perspective on episodes we've already seen, it needs to be kept to a minimum, I think. The first one I thought of was The Big Bang, Matt Smith's episode in which he... Oh, I should point out, spoilers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about eight episodes of the past season. I'm pretty sure you've seen all the modern Doctor Who up to date, but just in case you haven't, spoilers for quite a few. Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, and later episodes. So, Big Bang, he resets the universe. He restarts the universe, resets the universe, reboots the universe, whatever. Could he have changed things in that moment? And the answer is obviously yes, because Amy didn't have a mum. When we first met Amy in the 11th hour, or Amelia should I say, the child, she stated that she didn't have a mum, just an aunt.
So what about your mum and dad then? They're upstairs. Thought we'd have woken them by now.
Don't have a mum and dad, just an aunt.
And then when they went upstairs to investigate the crack in her wall, she clearly states that her mum carved the faces on the apples, and the apple carving was fresh.
So my mum put faces on them.
She sounds good, your mum.
What changed? What changed between her being downstairs and her going upstairs? Was that a continuity error, or was that something deeper? That's a very tenuous solution, I think. The second point of entry, I think, is a big one. Probably the most likely, and that is Day of the Doctor. I think that the Doctor did in fact destroy Gallifrey in the original timeline. And because when the Doctor gets involved, usually it has a habit of setting off the very historical event that history remembers. Great Fire of London, he mentions it in Waters of Mars. So it's almost like he was always in that timeline. But Day of the Doctor was definitely different. He talked about changing his own timeline.
You're not actually suggesting that we change our own personal history.
And not only was he changing his own timeline, on Gallifrey, in a time-locked moment, and changing the fates of 6 billion Gallifreyans, who are also time sensitive, could that have had ripples? Unseen ripples. And of course he changed his own timeline all the way back to the William Hartnell Doctor in order to send the message to do the thing. So there was a lot going on there. And of course he saved Gallifrey, and that might explain a few future episodes, because in the end of time Gallifrey was returning, but from where? Because at that point in the continuity Gallifrey was supposed to be destroyed. It also doesn't explain how. Maybe it does. Okay, next point of entry, in my opinion, could be Heaven Sent. The confession dial would have had to have taken Peter Capaldi's Doctor into the pocket dimension universe that the Doctor put Gallifrey in Day of the Doctor. But how did the Sisterhood of Khan get there? If that whole system was in a time-locked moment pocket dimension thing. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I've thought this through. Anyway, all I'm saying is when he stepped out the confession dial, he might have stepped into a different reality. Even the transport that brought him to the Heaven Sent castle could have been something. Now, of course, there's Timeless Children, and that's probably the one that most people want to be not reality, not real, ignorable, because yeah, everyone hates the Timeless Children. And I've always said that a good writer like Moffat or even Russell T Davies can make the Timeless Children timeline good again without having to ignore it entirely. So maybe this is a setup to explain that, because in Ascension of the Cybermen, the Doctor and all the other people had to go through that sort of weird wormhole thing to get to Gallifrey, the destroyed Gallifrey that the Master had created. Could that have been a portal into a different dimension, a different universe, a different Gallifrey with different origins, not our Gallifrey? It's possible. And the whole Timeless Children thing in general is completely words. It can be explained by the fact that the Master lies. The Master implanted those false memories from the Matrix into the Doctor's head. They weren't real memories, they were implanted memories, and those implanted memories could be false. The Master may even believe that the Doctor is this, Time Lord Jesus. But maybe he was wrong. Maybe he was manipulated. Okay. I think Day of the Doctor, the whole changing his own timeline, which when we saw that in the Husbands of River Song, no, not the Husbands of River Song, what am I talking about? The Wedding of River Song. We saw how changing a fixed point, especially a fixed point that revolves around a time-sensitive creature like the Doctor, the amount, the effort he had to go to make that right, to make that better again, proves that changing his own timeline and changing fixed points like that will lead to ripples. So I definitely think Day of the Doctor is the key to this. But other points of entry could be Wild Blue Yonder, when they went to cast the salt at the edge of the universe. We don't know the ramifications of that one, because it wasn't really explained in the episode that well. Pyramid at the End of the World, because that was a weird kind of fake reality type of thing going on there. And that's it. There's probably more. I mean, Doctor Who is full of these paradoxes and things. So we could even go all the way back to Tom Baker era and say that we never left E-space and that we're still in E-space. Although that explanation would be tenuous. I think the least far back we have to go when we're rewriting this reality, the better. And things like the return of Dr. Mysterio and quite a lot of other episodes. The whole Flux season is a lot easier explained if it's not normal space-time. Anyway, right, we're going to get on with Wishwood. Oh no, first of all we've got to discuss the O-Man. So, this finale is going to contain one of Time Lord's... It's going to contain, it's going to reveal, or it's going to have a mention of one of the Time Lord founders. The reason I know this is not because of spoilers, it's because the BBC are not quite as subtle as they think they are. Last year they made a big thing about drawing attention to the Tom Baker serial Pyramids of Mars, which was an obvious lead up to the finale reveal. I can't remember if I even noticed that last year. I don't think I did, but I noticed it after the event. And this year they've made a lot of effort to draw attention to the Three Doctors, the John Pertwee 10th anniversary special. And I've put 2 and 2 together. I might have made 5, but I think we're going to have some sort of lore drop, some sort of mention or reveal of Time Lord founder Omega, last seen in Arc of Infinity. Thank you. Arc of Infinity, a Time Lord that was trapped in an antimatter universe that wants to rejoin our universe and become the Time Lord that he was expecting to become, because this was before Time Lord Society, so because he was one of the founders of Time Lord Society, so he obviously existed before the Time Lords. Omega's always been portrayed as sympathetic. We're supposed to feel sorry for him because it really wasn't his fault. He was always trying to do the right thing he just wants to escape what has become his prison. I'm going to get on with this. I might cut all that out, to be quite honest. I don't know. I've rambled for 16 minutes.
But you were born lucky, isn't that what they say, Herr Zufall? The seventh son of a seventh son.
With 7 sons of your own. Your wife is Violence.
Oh dear. She's...
Witchcraft.
It's older than that, darling.
Well, this isn't one of her powers usually. So, how is she able to do that?
Morning, darling.
Morning, sweetheart.
Well, this feels weird already.
That's my promise. Really nice weather all over the world. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning, Conrad.
Conrad? Conrad's changed reality. Conrad's part of the changed reality. It's going to be looking like one of those missed opportunities thing. I didn't really recognise him.
It's May Day. It's May the 24th.
May the 24th, the big day.
May the 24th isn't May Day.
With balloons and songs.
Mummy will cook a big pot of biryani. Is that nice?
No.
I've got it. You head off, darling.
Oh, Ruby!
Do I know you?
I don't think so. Who are you?
I've got to ask. Are you the doctor?
What do you need a doctor? Is everything okay?
No, are you called the doctor?
My name is John Smith.
Oh, of course it is, yeah.
Who are you? That's your daughter.
Of course it is. That's Poppy.
But she's not...
What? She's
I'm
not what?
sorry, but you don't have a daughter.
Yes, he does. Her name's Jenny.
Ruby.
Oh, he recognises it. It's triggered
Yes.
something.
Hello? I have someone expressing doubt.
Oh. Expressing doubt. Expressing doubt in the reality of your reality is a crime. Yeah, that's unusual.
Aren't they beautiful?
Oh.
I ask you, how can anyone doubt this glorious world that we live in?
It might be a public holiday on May the 24th, but that's tomorrow.
Well, they're the unit soldiers.
But then, a sad day came along.
But she's way out of my league. Oh, she's not. You're a beautiful man. Was that supposed to mean? No. No, I'm just... You're a man. How can you find another man beautiful?
So every time someone breaks from their allotted path, as it were, a cut breaks.
Good little girl, then good little wife, then good little mother.
Oh, God.
Conrad says that's what we're here for. And Conrad is never wrong.
Like that. Conrad is never wrong. In the last time we saw him, he was absolutely wrong about everything.
Is it okay out there? Is it working?
I think so, Conrad. Very
Is
much
he
so.
there under
Such a lot of
false
hard work.
pretences?
All the thinking. Sometimes I forget about the weather and South Africa gets flooded.
He's controlling it all?
That's why we found you and saved you.
Oh.
And that's why the mistress chose you. The boy who wants the world to be better. A wish from the heart.
He's so tiny. He sustains this entire world.
And he never cries.
No, all he does is chuckle.
Oh. Oh.
Is the trap ready?
Just waiting to be primed, ma'am.
I don't know what's going on. This doesn't fit into any of what I thought was going to be happening.
How's the doctor? Getting there. Doubts at 30%.
They want them to doubt. Why? Why are they making it illegal to doubt? But that's what they want. Okay.
This is how we live. The disabled, the dispossessed, the ones who don't fit in.
I swear I've never seen this place before.
Yes, you have. You walk past it every day. And you ignore us.
How do I know you? Because I swear we've never met. Could you please just tell me what the hell is going on?
We get ignored. We're poor and forgotten and irrelevant, and that's the way the world is.
And that played in. Oh.
Get her another one, Pete.
Everything that's wrong revolves around Conrad. And that man's hiding something.
What can you tell from, like, the sound of his voice?
Yes, because being blind gives you magical powers.
All right. Give me a break.
No, it's obvious. It's perception bias. He's not disabled, so he literally can't see us. And if he can't see us, well, then we don't get seen.
Yes. We don't just sit here all day complaining.
Do something. Okay, good, good. Come on, then.
I'm gonna bring down God. You with us?
She's got no choice, I think.
Doctor, can you hear me? I haven't got much time. They're coming. And this hell dimension is sliding into the pit. I don't know if I'm gonna survive.
Why does that sound like Jack Harkness?
Remember, tables don't do that.
Oh, the tables break the...
How do they slip?
It's just the way of the world, John. They always have and they always will. Now stop it!
He's right, that's not what tables are supposed to do.
Uh-oh. This is messed up, isn't it? It's like a 1984 kind of... You know, this is Thought Police, isn't it, really?
Doctor. Remember? Oh, come on, we go way back. Open up that memory.
What about this? It's called the Seal of Rassilon.
Yeah.
Rassilon was the president eternal of the Time Lords. Anything? No? Nothing? And these things? Clone-type classiforms, basic seeker function animals. No? Is any of this making sense?
Who are you?
I want to ask. Please. I have a child at home. Her name is Poppy. And I
No, it isn't. And no, you haven't.
Yes, I had a different face.
Yes.
So did you, long time ago. Because the tragedy is, we were never enemies. Every villain you ever fought wanted death. I only wanted life. My name is the Rani.
Ah, he recognises her. He recognises it now.
You remember?
No!
I am the Rani.
No.
You woke the Pantheon, and the most powerful god of all was born. Desiderium, the god of wishes.
And he's mine.
Ah, he's the god of wishes. And gods are born?
If you question hard enough, then doubt can crack open the world.
Ah, like it. So to create just enough of a dystopian atmosphere and just enough ambiguity to get people to doubt.
You wish this world into existence, and then you kill it. Why are you doing this?
Because once reality is broken on a scale as vast as this, I can see underneath.
Seeing what?
Deep within the underverse.
Underverse. Oh.
The one who is lost.
Tell me who you're looking for.
Omega.
They have told us straight away. Good, good. Okay, he's remembered everyone, including the fugitive doctor, I notice. Oh. That was extremely well planned for. We're getting music, that an arrangement of Stolen Earth, Journey's End, Dalek music, but with a very fantastical lilt to it. Oh, to be continued. Okay. I don't know what to say. That was a lot of setup for the next episode. Omega is definitely coming back. He's the, I mean, we've got lots of gods, haven't we? So now we've got the god of wishes. What's Omega going to be? Is he going to be essentially the god of reality? I mean, if anyone was going to be the god of time, I would say it was the Doctor himself or herself. So what would Omega be classed as the god of? Antimatter? Reality? That's all I've got. That's it. I do like this Rani. I do like this Rani. If they, like in future seasons, they bring the Rani back again, I would like it to be played by this same person. I don't know what her name is, but she's good. She's really good. I'm not talking about Mrs. Flood, obviously. I mean, she's obviously great, but same as if they ever bring the Master back, and let's face it, we might as well discuss that, because they could well bring the Master back in the next episode. You don't know. Well, you probably do know. I don't know. I hope it's going to be played by Sacha Dhawan, because he made a great Master. I mean, at this rate, Russell T Davies will probably bring Michelle Gomez back for the Master, but because there does seem to be a habit of finding the things that worked in the past and trying to reinvent them in the present, and it doesn't always work. You know, like hidden. We had the Fugitive Doctor, which was a hidden Doctor that we didn't know about, because the John Hurt Doctor that we didn't know about worked so well for the fans. The War Doctor was well loved, so they thought they could redo that. And then, I'm not going to go into it now. I could compile a list for another time. But yeah, I thought this was a pretty good episode. Very confusing. Not entirely sure how all the elements tie into each other. And now that reality is starting to melt away, what will the next episode bring? And which is called the Reality War, so holds a lot of promise, I suppose. And yeah, there's gonna be all those haters on Doctor Who that can't wait to get online and slate whatever reveal that they've done in the next episode. I'll take it as I find it. Yeah, so that's all I've got to say for the time being. Yeah, that's definitely all I've got to say for the time being. I'll save everything else for the next episode and the finale, the end of the finale, so that got a clearer picture. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, keep well. Bye bye.